Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey, everybody. It is Wednesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, we riding?
Whatever.
Well, I'm with you, homie.
All right, let's handle the small shit. Drew, how you doing?
I don't know what's happening here, but it sounds cool. So,
I said $10. Drew won't get it. I knew it.
I was like half paying attention until I saw you easily tee Scott up for something, and he responded, and I was like, "Oh, are they talking Boy Scout code now? That's cute." I'm doing well. Shout out to my man Ozzy. You know, keeping it real at the end of the intro there. Always shitting his ass forever and a day.
He will forever be part of this show, my friend.
That's right.
He's been immortalized.
Was that an Eminem callback though? Because I was listening.
Say what you say.
It was after all the say what you say.
Yeah.
That's the intro
That's
to
fair.
Say What You Say.
Yeah, so we started a power hour at 6:00 today. And 3 songs in, I was like, see, this is the problem with this power hour thing, is that the thing is a song. It's not a playlist. So I can't interject songs I want to listen to into the power hour, because I was like, I just want to go and crush the entire Eminem show power hour style, but I can't do that.
That sounds like something Craft Brewed Sports should look into.
I really feel like, there's an opportunity there if I have ever seen one.
I think that sounds fantastic.
I think we should record that too.
I think so. I think this should be a future episode, just a Craft Brewed Power Hour.
The good news is, just the power hour or the Eminem power hour? Because I'm
Eminem only.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut that up tonight. Don't you even worry about it.
Intern Ayden, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Happy to be back every week that you let me.
I am promising you extra screen time tonight, man. I promise.
Oh man,
you
that was mostly a joke. You don't actually have to do that. I don't have my A+ material. That's okay.
No, I got you, man. I got you. Also hanging out with us tonight, Ryan McCarthy from Belly Up Sports, the hockey expert at Belly Up, head of the hockey department, host of No Credentials Required, around for the weekend. Don't give me that, Ryan. You took down Scott in a head-to-head battle for Hockey Master. You are the Hockey Master. How you doing, man?
I'm doing really great, guys. How you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic,
really
dude.
great.
Yeah, we are all really great tonight. We got an awesome show coming up. We're gonna make fun of Coach K later. That's just something we got to do. We got another. I know we just did dumpster fire last week, but we are doing that again this week. And of course, with Ryan here, we're going to do that hockey with Scott. Before we do all that stuff, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. Scott, I'll throw it over to you.
You son of a bitch.
What are you drinking tonight, my man?
Would you believe it? I'm drinking Rubus Cacao for the 3rd week in a row. The U.S. mail has failed me again. So I am drinking my last can of February 2020 Rubus Cacao. And now y'all know how much I enjoy this. But on the Griffey scale, which we're doing tonight, because tonight is the anniversary that the great retired, I am going to rate this as when Ken Griffey Jr. slid into home to end the 1995 season for the New York Yankees and eliminate them from the playoffs. That moment is one of my favorite Griffey moments because he was chugging crazily fast around third and slid in just in time. Yes, that is my moment.
That's a solid take. Yeah, I apologize. I didn't set it up at the anniversary of Ken Griffey Jr.'s retirement.
You were too busy and too excited to send it to me.
I was too
drinking
pumped to
Rubus
give you a
Cacao.
Rubus Cacao shout out. Mookie, what are you drinking tonight and rated on the Ken Griffey Jr. scale?
MadTree owes me money. Shit.
I would agree, Scott. And honestly, it's not that hard to get it to you. You are available on all the social platforms at Craft Brewed Sports of various varieties. There's somewhere we're Craft B Sports. But I tonight am drinking the Double Dunkel from Wibby Brewing out of Longmont, Colorado. Yes, so another one from that fair state. Yes, where the Avalanche claim home. Man, Scott, we'll have to talk about that later. But yeah, absolutely. This one's solid, man. Right off the jump, it's a 7.5% lager, a dark lager though, with flavor, and so I'm really excited about it. Honestly, it feels like one you could always go to in a pinch, or if you're just trying to grind out a long evening. So for me, this is Ken Griffey Jr. baseball on the N64.
Oh, that's a good one. That's solid, Drew. That's a good beer then. If it's that high up,
I know I'm starting off high because I feel like it's going to stay through.
Fair enough. Ayden, what do you got this week?
So I'm drinking Saporus from Taverns Brewery, which is actually the first beer that I ever drank and thought didn't taste really bad. But I was 18 at the time. And so...
Whoa, this is a family stream, Ayden. Come on.
Sorry about 21
Legal
at the
drinking
time.
only.
No, for sure. But it tastes a lot like it's very fruity. It's juicy. It's 4.1 on Untapped. I did my research.
Look at you.
And so, I'm not as old as you guys, so I mainly remember Ken Griffey when he was on the Reds. So I'll say this is Reds Ken Griffey. I know he was on the Mariners for the majority, but that's what I remember.
Slow? Is that beer fat and slow?
Hey, he had a few solid years with him.
Dude, I was really hoping...
wait. I'm sorry. That beer's injured. That's what that is.
That's what I was hoping he was going to say. He's like, I'm not old like you guys, so I only remember Ken Griffey Jr. on the IL.
Real funny.
It was DL back then.
No, but see, Ayden, that's what makes it funny is you don't call it the DL because wow. Whoa,
Ryan,
hold on a minute now, Ryan. We're gonna have to talk about this later.
Here.
I love Marty Brodeur. What's this guy talking about?
Wait, do you love him before or after the Enterprise commercials?
Yes.
Well done.
Ryan, what are you drinking tonight, man?
I am drinking based out of Astoria, New York, but they have a tap room in my hometown of Clifton Park, New York. The 18 Watt IPA from Singlecut Brewing.
Nice.
It's a 3.90 on Untapped, and on the Ken Griffey scale, it's only 5%, so it's definitely crushable. So I'm gonna say the moonshot the time he hit the warehouse behind Camden Yards in 1993.
Nice.
It's crushable.
Nice. There you go.
And just for you, Scotty, I got my
you
Yankees
son
mug.
of a
Oh wait,
bitch.
that was right.
Oh, boo!
I like how he
Boo
held
this
it
man.
logo out as he went to
Boo
go
this
sip.
man.
Oh.
Ryan, well played. Good troll job there. I like it. This week, I am drinking Walk in the Parfait from New Terrain Brewing out in Golden, Colorado. It's a raspberry yogurt sour. I picked this one because I've had it under the bar for like 2 weeks. I'm like, probably shouldn't let this one sit too long.
You got time.
This was one that admittedly I tried to get off of my beer drop, but I didn't change the beer drop in time so that it shipped. And I'm like, well, now I got to drink this one. It's only like 5.5%, so it's but it does have decent ratings, 4 caps on Untapped.
I think that happens a lot to people because they give you like a very small window. They're like, hey, it's changed. Hey, it's shipped.
They're like, they send the email at like 8 p.m. and they're like, you have 24 hours. I'm like, damn, this is like a Leslie
pressure, man.
Yeah, it's nuts. I never get it in time, but this was one that I wanted to change and I didn't.
Phrasing.
Boom.
Drew. Thank you, Drew. But I would put this one at Griffey breaking his wrist while making the catch against the center field wall. Like, it was an amazing play, but he also broke his wrist. So it's like, yeah, there's just something about this one I don't like. I guess we'll see how it holds up. Let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking, rated on the Ken Griffey scale. Originally, we had said from 3 to 24 was the scale, and then we're just like, screw it, just Griffey, just anything Griffey related. Add that in the scale. Also, hit share for us, help us out, get us in front of all your friends. Where do you guys want to go first? Do you guys want to talk? Scott, I'll let you kind of direct where we should go first. What sport we going to first?
Are you kidding me? It wouldn't be this show if we didn't start off with that beautiful baseball transition. Give it to
the pitch. Oh shit.
Every time, man.
Is that Bob Menery? I love that.
No, that was
it's Bob Uecker, isn't it?
Yeah, Uecker from Major
Oh, that's
League.
right, Bob Uecker in Major League. That's right.
It's classic.
All right, let's do Fire Dumpster Fire right off the jump here, because we do have another edition of Fire.
I have a
Dumpster
feeling
Fire.
I'm going to need to fight you after this, but go ahead.
You have a feeling you're gonna need to fight me after this.
Somebody. Somebody.
Okay.
One of you white
Somebody's
people in
getting-
this show.
I know who you're gonna fight after this. We all know who you're gonna
Mookie,
fight.
let's go. Let's go, man.
Look, I didn't do it, man. This wasn't me.
He's not paying attention. He has no idea what's happening. He's texting over there. Listen,
No, I'm looking for my show notes. How I was going to screw Scott because I can't remember where I put him, but
You son of a bitch.
I got time. It's
the
fine.
latest. Jared from
Nice.
Corner Booth is drinking Moon Island by Thimble Island. That
What's up,
seems like a lot of
Jared?
islands. I feel like that's a lot of island. Check the name on that one again, Jared. But he says it's a backwards hat home run derby, Griffey.
Ooh, that's a good
that's
Griffey.
solid.
That's an
That is a
amazing
good
Griffey
Griffey.
right there. Well, speaking of amazing, the Chicago White Sox unveiled their City Connect uniforms. We talked about the Miami ones last week. The guys had mixed feelings about the Boston ones. These ones I did not research. I didn't have to look into anything because these uniforms are amazing. I'm gonna put them up on the screen here for those of you listening to the podcast. They're all black with white pinstripes. The wording across the chest doesn't say Chicago. It doesn't say White Sox. It says South Side in like some pretty legit lettering.
Dude, with the White Sox script S that they
Yes,
use
the White
for
Sox
logo.
script has. The only thing about these uniforms that gives me pause is the hat that just has the CHI on it. Like it does. I'm not in love with the hat, but the rest of the uniform, 100% fire. Who disagrees? Who wants to stick their hand up and say that is not Mookie? I knew it.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And you know what the best part about this is too is I know we got into it in the show chat about this in the days following up to the show, and I had the same take, and I literally can't remember what it was, but I knew I didn't like them, and I still don't. Like, I mean, great, like this is cool. Basically, all they did was try to riff off of what was that knockoff game from GTA? Oh, that's right, Saints Row. That's basically what happened here.
No. That's the
Someone's
uniform.
kid
That's
got
not
on
this.
Saints Row and made a uniform. I mean, cool, great pinstripes. Like, you want to show me? Like, I would get behind this if this was their everyday uni. Like, because then they would actually have some attitude, have something I could get behind and respect. But they're going to wear this like for 3 games and then forget it ever happened. Come on, baseball. Like, have some friggin' cojones. You know, they really should stop taking the Viagra and take the testosterone injections that Frank Thomas gets, because it's working for him.
Whoa, wait, what?
Hey.
They can't figure that shit out.
Are you gonna just?
I
My
went
man
to the
just
same
sits
high
on.
school as Frank Thomas. I respect Frank Thomas.
You
I
should
have a White
respect
Sox
Frank
jersey
Thomas. Frank
because
Thomas
of
is a
Frank
national
Thomas.
treasure. How dare
Right,
you?
but
How
are you telling
dare
me you've
you?
never seen those commercials where he's pimping the testosterone pills or whatever?
Yeah, that's fine, but that's just for cash on the side.
over-the-counter
Everybody needs a
stuff,
little spending money.
Fine, whatever.
That's
Then, like, at
OTC.
least still, they need to step up. Baseball needs to step up and get those OTC pills and do something worthwhile, because this shit ain't it.
Tyson
Whoa, this
He
take
is
is
a raccoon here for Mookie's garbage takes. Let's get somebody without garbage takes. Ryan, what do you got on these uniforms?
I have a question
Yes.
about these uniforms. Do they have regular pants, or they have the shorts that they had back in the 1970s? Because I want to see that.
They are regular pinstripes.
only if they bring back the collars on the jerseys with the
Oh,
shorts.
the red, white, and blue socks.
Yes.
Wait a second. Hang on. In all seriousness, baseball needs to go back to stirrups. I will die on
Yes.
that. They
I'm fine
need to
with
get
that.
like the stirrups, short pants and stirrups with the socks, and not the socks that had like the stirrup design in it. No.
No, the
Like,
actual
legit
stirrups.
Oh,
Yes.
that was the best.
Hold them
wanna see
pants up, baby.
I want to see the
Why-
managers pull their pants up to their nipples like Casey Stengel did.
Well, Ryan, thank you for saying that because you hit on one of my points. When I saw this picture, I was like, okay, these look amazing. Except for on Giolito. I don't like, he looks uncomfortable. He doesn't look like he's enjoying himself here.
Yeah, that's just because it's a little reverse Oreo action. I mean, it's not like it just have to go. But you're missing the.
But
the,
no,
the-
hang on. My point being, these uniforms will look fire on just about everybody within this organization, except for Tony La Russa. Tony La Russa has to trot his old ass out in this uniform, and that will take away all the cool points that this uniform carries with it.
There is absolutely no
There's
way
no-
that
there's
Tony's
no
wearing this
cool
jersey.
points.
In fact, I imagine that Tony
And at
will
least we're
choose
good, right?
this day to come out in his best Colonel Sanders attire. He'll be like, oh, here's the chain gang. I just so happen to have my Sunday Kentucky best for this game. So it will look exactly how it's supposed to when you have the white old man sitting in the dugout and all the colored players on the field. This will look perfect. And Tony La Russa in a fucking Colonel Sanders getup. I mean, we also get that. It'll look way more appropriate than this jersey ever would on him. Ever.
Race card.
First one of the night. First one of the night.
The youngest Tony La Russa couldn't pull this look off. Not the youngest. Not even wasted Tony La Russa at a stoplight at 3 a.m.
Did anybody look at that video? They released the DUI video. I didn't see it. I just saw that it was released. It was bad. How bad?
I mean, it was as bad as you would expect. An old man slurring,
say,
rambling on. He's rambling on about being a World Series champ, and it's like, dude.
I heard that at one point he checked his own breath.
I mean, I guess it was like I had to look away. Like just hearing it was enough because he was real sloppy. It's just like, who saw that and thought, you know what? He needs another shot at managing. That's what we need to do here. We need to get him back on the bench. He'll be all right then.
All right, let's go around the horn here real quick. Fire, dumpster, fire, vote. Scott, you go first. Fire, dumpster.
1,000% fire.
Ryan,
I'm gonna say fire.
fire. All right,
With the exception of the hat. The hat's a little but
Yeah,
otherwise,
The hat,
fire.
the hat looks fine
fine.
with the jersey, but yeah, you would never be caught dead wearing that hat by itself.
no, because people would be like, "You really like lattes? What's happening here? What's up with your hat?" Ayden,
Or
fire,
like
dumpster-
martial arts.
yeah, fire, dumpster, fire.
These are definitely fire. I love them.
They are fantastic.
And here
four
comes Mookie.
fires, because I also say fire. Mookie, fire or dumpster fire on the Chicago White Sox City Connect uniforms.
Dude, I couldn't care less. Like, whatever. I stopped pretending to care like 10 minutes ago when we were still on this stupid topic. Like, yeah, cool. They're great. Yay. Cute. I will chug
Mookie
them.
is
How about
thrilled to
that?
be here, y'all. Thrilled.
I mean, come on. We're still talking about the Chi Sox fucking uniforms, for Christ's sake.
Chai Sox. All right, fair enough.
G
Listen,
socks. Thank you.
Mookie, if you ever want to jump in, you want to just hit us with the
Oh,
old
no.
moving on, and we will move
I
on.
mean,
That's
I
how
was
it's gonna work.
gonna, after Scott got like real racialist with it, and then I was like, oh, this would be a perfect moving on time. And then you dropped the race card, and I was like, well, that works.
All right, let's move on then. Let's talk, Scott. What happened with the Rays this week? You found something I saw in the rundown that the Rays just like have come right out now. There's just no hiding what's happening.
Well, I mean, we talked about it a few weeks ago with Nashville. Nashville is apparently trying to take any team. Like, they don't care. You have a major league franchise, then you might get your girl stolen by Nashville. And apparently this week, a city council member in Tampa let it slip that they might be on their way out of town. I'm not really sure why, but the fact that he's there actively having conversations about the team moving, and Nashville is always the first city on everybody's lips. It's actually kind of funny to me because I just imagine Nashville sitting outside in the parking lot just waiting for your girl, like, oh, you're a fan of that team, huh? Yeah, well, you're gonna be in Nashville soon. Hope you like the Nashville Rays.
Wait, so were you talking about they're waiting for your girl, like they're trying to pick her up at the bar after, you know, it's getting closed down? Or are you saying they're out there waiting like
after football practice when you think you're going to go meet up with your girl, and instead the bigger dude is sitting there on the hood of his car and your girl's like, ooh, and you're like, shit, man. I mean, we've been together a while, but how the fuck am I supposed to compete with that?
Nashville's the quarterback.
I mean, that's fair.
Exactly.
I thought you were going with the angle of you were going to try to pull a Charlie Day and then like sit outside the women's prison and like wait for someone to come out and be like, hey, how's it going? Like, that's where your girl was getting
That's
got.
where you went?
That's what I thought you were talking about in terms of Nashville just trying to, you know, swoop on in.
Nashville's just a Mr. Girl.
Ryan's reaction is everything there. Just head in his hands. Crestfallen as Drew goes to a Charlie Day reference.
I get the reference. I get it. I love that show.
Hey, man, all I know is I know a lot of bird law. So come at me. You know, obviously with my wings, I had to, you know, put in a good amount of work with the books there to get on that bird law schooling.
Ryan, what do you think about Tampa Bay relocating to Nashville?
They're going to relocate somewhere. I mean, Tropicana Field, I've never been to Tropicana Field. From what I understand, amongst the Major League Baseball players, it's ranked at the bottom of every single Major League Baseball players list in terms of a stadium. So unless the Tampa City Council steps up and helps them build a stadium, they're on their way out. And I wouldn't blame them if they go to Nashville. But here's the thing about Nashville. You know, there's no state income tax in Florida. There's no state income tax in Tennessee either. So nothing really changes in terms of players. In terms of the players, there's no state income tax. But compared Nashville to Tampa Bay, I mean, come on.
I mean, he's got a good point. Basically, what you're saying is that failure of a baseball player.
I went to Nashville one year. I almost didn't come back.
Why would you?
Exactly. It is called Nash Vegas.
A quad A baseball player in Nashville is going to be cleaning up after Luke Bryan, whereas a quad A baseball player in Tampa is going to be, I don't know, squeezing orange juice.
I was going to say cleaning up after Jeets. Jeets lives in Tampa. He's got that big
That's Miami.
Oh, no. He's got that different.
No.
Flies his girls in.
Tampa Bay. Like, I feel like Tampa Bay, we're shitting on Tampa Bay, but this is like, there are some legit athletes that are in Tampa Bay for a majority.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they play their games on game day there. And
where does TB12 live? Where does he stay at?
He lives somewhere else, but he stays in Tampa Bay.
Where does he stay? Well, yeah. Just let it breathe, man. Just let it breathe.
That was the underrated comment of the night. Oh, Mar-a-Lago. And yes, he does. He absolutely is
rent-free too, I hear.
That was amazing.
Very well done, sir. Very well done.
Thank you.
You mentioned
he gets the show.
You mentioned something at the beginning of this where you were saying, welcome to the Nashville Rays. Ayden, do you think this is the franchise that would keep the Rays moniker when they move inland to Nashville and they're just like, it's a different Rays now? Like, now it was the Devil Rays, then it was the Rays, now it's a different type of Rays, and we're just the Nashville Rays.
There's still sunshine in Nashville.
Is there an ocean there though? No, man, that would be a horrible name.
I think there's a river.
But then they might keep the Rays just because there's a body of water close, you know, and that would be horrible. I hope they don't do that, but you know, don't put anything past the Rays.
I want them to do it so bad. I want them to stay as the Nashville Rays and just completely ignore rebranding. They're just like same colors and everything. They're just like, by the way, we just moved. We're the Nashville Rays now.
Okay, I got a question with this whole Nashville and and moving thing, because we always talk about it. Who's going to end up getting the team first? Because it's always been Vegas, and now Nashville seems to have swooped in the picture. Like Vegas forever was the city that was going to get a major league franchise, and it's always been rumored that
you're talking about baseball, Scott.
Yeah, that the A's were going to go there. But who gets a team first, Nashville or Las Vegas?
Ryan, who gets it first?
Nashville.
You think Smashville over Vegas first?
I think Smashville over Vegas first.
Wow. Moving on to me, because that was scary, man. I'll hand it back to you, though.
Thanks.
What makes you say
it's all about deflect and distract, man? That's all.
That's true. I just think Nashville is built for Major League Baseball. I mean, think of the history with Nashville. The Nashville Sounds have been there for 4 decades. They've produced a lot of really great Major League players. Don Mattingly was in Nashville for, I think, a couple seasons before he went to the Yankees. So I think Nashville's just a great city. It's a great city. It's an up and coming. It's one of the biggest growing cities in America, and they figure, hey, might as well capitalize on it and go. Let's go to Nashville and capitalize on this growing fan base, and it's a hot sports town. So let's go.
So, Ryan, with actual knowledge, dropping in Don Mattingly on us that he came up through Nashville. That was I had no idea that had happened, and here we go. So all right, awesome. Drew, sorry.
So I did want to ask him though. So you said it's an up and coming sports town. So do you think that Nashville has a leg up over Vegas because Vegas just got the Raiders, they had the Knights. Nashville only has the Preds and Nashville SC. Do you think that's like an easier
and the
market
Titans,
to compete with?
And the Titans?
No, those are the Tennessee Titans.
But they're in Nashville.
No, it's different. It's different. Their name is Tennessee, so it's the whole state. The whole state is the market. It's different.
Look, are we really getting this technical?
Yeah.
No, Vegas can have the A's. Vegas can have the A's, or moving to Montreal. It can become the Montreal A's. EH''S.
Oh, I actually like that.
So now you're leaning into hockey a minute there, because I was about to throw a shade at the Habs until I remembered that
they're up 3-1 right now.
Well, and they did to the Leafs what deserved to be done to them.
Thank you, Montreal.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for your service. But I was also going to ask, do you honestly think the A's could survive in Vegas being a baseball team without a live sports book at the park?
See, that didn't come into consideration. I don't think about those things.
Yeah,
I'm not a degenerate. I'm not a degenerate. So,
well, would you do yourself a favor and go out tomorrow and try to make your mom less proud of you? Because I gotta tell you, man, it's liberating.
I don't know. It's a low bar to set, considering it's a pretty high bar. I don't know.
That was a confusing sentence, Ryan.
I'm so confused.
Moving on. Yeah. He said he wasn't.
She got 3 other kids to be proud of. Might as well go disappoint my parents more.
So okay, I'll unpack it. I'll peel back the layers of the onion. My question is, do you really think that a baseball team could survive in Vegas? I just don't think it's the right fit for that city.
Why not?
Well, the 51s have been there forever.
Do you really think that? Yeah, but it's AAA. It's different. You go AAA to Major League. That's a major jump in price and expectations in terms of entertainment value, quality of the game.
In Vegas?
Well, here's the thing.
Yes, because there's so much other shit you could do that's like 10 times better for less cost than go to see the A's lose a 1-0 game.
But you would have to build them a stadium with a retractable roof, because I don't know if you've been to Vegas, but I hear it's hot as effing balls. So you want to kill yourself at 120-degree weather.
So that just makes my point even more. If it's that hot, even with a retractable roof, who the fuck wants to leave, air conditioning in the casinos and go see the A's in Vegas play, unless they can go and put money on this next pitch will be a slider?
Well, I think your problem is, Drew, there is going to be in stadium betting very soon in baseball. Like
And if the A's go there and they don't change their name to the Vegas TNAs, then they just missed it.
Or the Vegas
opportunity.
Thank you, Scott, for saving the segment, because I was going to say the real problem was you guys not cutting me off 90 seconds, 120 seconds ago.
I'm trying to give you a little slack tonight, man. I'm trying to.
Oh, you can give me all the slack in the world, but I love softballs up there so someone can knock them out. And
those were softballs in there. There were softballs in those questions there. Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, let's talk about
softballs, watermelons.
I didn't see any softballs there. I was looking for something to bat down. Couldn't find shit in that line of questioning. Let's talk some hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Let's do that hockey. We got Ryan and Scott on the stream to do that hockey. I don't know what the hell is going on. I know Ryan Reaves got suspended. What happened with that, Ryan?
Oh, Jesus.
Trying to basically take somebody's head off, I suppose. I know that there was a 9-minute power play right after he got ejected from the game.
A 9-minute power play?
A 9-minute power play, because it was a 5-minute major plus 4 for roughing.
Damn.
So it was a dumpster
I have
fire.
never heard of that. Scott, what is the NHL record for the longest power play in NHL history?
Really? No, you said the length, and I was really
it's really long. Okay, all right, fair enough. Ryan, what do you think about Scott's abs and how?
Wait, that's it? That's all we're going to break down the Ryan Reaves call?
No, I mean, look, man, I'm setting it up, throwing softballs up here.
And Scott just said, really? Okay, so which one of you, if either, thinks that the suspension was a makeup call for the missed one in the Wild Game 7 with Ryan Reaves?
I don't think the NHL is that vindictive for the most part. That seems like some NHL shit, or that seems like some NFL shit.
What?
They're inconsistent.
Just busted. They were just busted earlier this year with the ref on a hot mic saying I had to get one for him there to even it up. So yes, the NHL is that vindictive.
I said the league, not the individual refs. I mean, there's a Tim Donaghy everywhere, but I don't think the league is that petty.
Well, that's fair, but do you think there's anything to it that the head of NHL player discipline is a bit of a goon himself, and so he goes, hey, you knock a guy into a post, you could play that off as an accident, but you throw a guy on the ice and put your knee on his face, well, that's really hard to sell.
I mean, if you want to
irony.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to catch a crook, you use a crook. Who better to know what a penalty or something that's purposeful than a former goon himself? I mean, that's what I would do.
I think that's part of the problem, is that you have all these guys who are heads of discipline who used to play in the league. The last 3 have been Colin Campbell, Brent Shanahan.
I'm sorry, who?
Shanahan.
Who that is?
That one guy that played in Detroit for a little bit.
There you go. That guy.
Yeah, that guy.
That one little guy right there. Yeah.
I thought it was Brendan Shanahan.
Yeah.
It is, but I wasn't going to correct
Even
you.
my black ass knows that. Oh, Mr. Hockey Expert doesn't even know the names. Oh!
With a B name, I goes close.
Might as well be calling people Patrick.
hey, that is a tried and true formula, you son of a bitch. When in doubt, everyone's Patrick.
Sorry, Ryan. Continue.
No, that's okay. But you think about who's been at the head of the disciplinary committee for the last umpteen frilling years. It's always a player. It's always an ex-player. So they're always going to be, unless they do something so egregious that it warrants a 10-game suspension. Like Bertuzzi style? Oh, absolutely, like Bertuzzi style. It's gonna be soft. Like, I mean, Tom Wilson got fined $5,000 for pulling Artemi Panarin's hair and throwing him on the ice. So,
but isn't there some of that that's on Breadman that, like, hey, look, if you don't get thrown to the ice by your hair, maybe you should like go see a stylist once in a while. I mean, that's the way they do it in the NFL. If you don't want to get tackled by your hair, then don't have long hair.
Wait.
Right.
Are you advocating cutting the lettuce? Is that what you're saying? That you need to cut lettuce in order to not have it taken? What are you saying?
I'm never advocating cutting lettuce or changing your personal identity, for a game. But if you don't want to get tackled by your hair, then cut your hair, because even if it is a penalty to be tackled by your hair, it still doesn't prevent it from being from them picking your lettuce.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And so,
Thank
if your lettuce gets picked,
let's really talk hockey here, okay?
If your lettuce gets picked, someone could still, issue a fine. But at the end of the day, your head of lettuce is now no longer in the ground.
Silly. Good job, Drew. Thank you. You're right. No, lettuce, 100% right.
You got to take care of the lettuce, man. You let the beard grow, but you got to keep the lettuce on point, man.
No, don't do that. Just, Scott, do you advocate cutting the lettuce, trimming up the lettuce?
Hell no.
You damn right, Scott.
Ever since we dropped Manscaped, I don't cut any fucking lettuce. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Do you not use your Manscaped stuff?
No, I mean, I still do. I just wanted to drop that.
I just felt like seriously,
don't worry, everybody. I'm good. I'm still good.
So,
you missing out, man.
To George Steinbrenner, I mean, cut those sideburns, hippie.
Exactly.
No. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you don't have to cut your hair, but if you can get pissed about it, stand up and punch him in his face like a man, like Gordie Howe would do back in the day, and don't be held back by it.
There's the back in my day.
Gordie Howe didn't have half the lettuce.
Cut your hair, and we got a back in my day.
Yeah, he didn't have the lettuce because A, he was cutting it, and B, he was cutting the fools that ripped it out.
Resident OWG.
Cut your hair. Back in my day, we had high and tights. That's how you played hockey. High and tight, you lazy hippies.
Like Johnny United.
In the whole state of Tennessee, not just in Nashville. They're called the Tennessee Titans. Damn it.
Dude, if they're, I'm gonna, you know what? If the A's go to Nashville, I cannot wait to go to a game. It is going to be baller. Nashville's such a fun fucking city. Like,
it is a fun.
I like Matt Stanton's suggestion for Nashville for Tampa Bay Relay. Nashville Billy Rays instead of the
Stanton. Start to GoFundMe.
And the seventh inning they play "Achy Breaky Heart."
Yes,
gotta.
As long as his daughter never shows up to a game.
I was just gonna say there's a permanent Miley ban, right?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know, but I'm sure if that happens, Drew would want Billy Ray to cut that damn hair of his.
Guys,
he doesn't need to cut his hair because he's more a free flowing through the neutral zone kind of player, possession on the puck. He's
Get
not
a pixie
getting in there
cut
and
like your daughter and keep it high and tight.
If you want to go grind in the corners. To be fair,
even though there'll be a Miley ban, sometimes she'll come in like a wrecking ball.
Zoom.
Yeah. We'll give you a rap air horn for that one. We'll get a rap air horn for that one.
Was that a rap air horn?
Yeah, it was a rap air horn.
We're getting a little loose with the rap air horns.
It might be a pity rap air horn, but still a rap air horn.
Look, if Joe is out there,
God bless you. Thank you. Good. Okay, don't mute yourself. Just keep going. That's cool. Yep.
Hey, I did the wrong part. Mute myself. You think I can find this tiny ass fucking little button?
Oh God.
If Joe is out there, I'd love to hear his opinion on Virginia getting their back-to-back lax titles in men's lacrosse this last weekend.
Good game this weekend. I don't know if you watched it, but that was
it was tight too. It
was a good time all around.
And
I was very excited about this.
Should they cancel any other lacrosse games that do not take place in the ACC because they're basically meaningless?
Look, the ACC dominates. I was just glad to see
crushes it.
No.
Ryan coming in hot. That's right. Ryan's a lax bro.
Well. Representing Albany, my friends. They're one of the better NCAA lacrosse programs in the country.
But not the best.
Not the best, but
he watched his words carefully. They're one of the better.
I know.
One of the better.
I like it.
Ryan, I said earlier, you get this show. You come on here, you make bold-faced lies as claims of fact here, sir. So tell me exactly how good is Albany at lacrosse?
Well, they've won a few conference championships in the America East. They've been to the Final Four of lacrosse the last couple of seasons in 2017. So, plus we get.
So in other words, suck it, Drew. That's translation there.
Suck it for giving a realistic analysis. Who wants
Ryan
that
also
here?
brings facts to the conversation. So it's even if he makes a bold statement, it's like, oh, you're going to call me out? Cool. Well, I'll rattle off these facts in case those interest you.
I'll bird law you back.
All of that up and none of us would have known. Like Ryan could have just rattled off bullshit and we would have been like, well, yeah, interesting. That's right. That sounds right to me.
Goddamn,
are good in the face-off
they're
circle.
amazing.
Speaking of not knowing what the hell we're talking about, Scott, your Avs up one game against the Golden Knights and just smashed them in game one. What the
fucking
First of all,
beating ass and taking names, but I called this at the beginning of the year, so no big thing.
Not playing Flower. Is it just because of the long series prior to?
Who gives a shit? 7-1. That's it. That's all you need to know. It doesn't matter if they play with one arm behind their back the rest of the way. They got this. The fucking Knights were the only team left that could give them problems, and they smashed the shit out of them. So this is all academic.
So hold on.
Yeah, no, you heard me. One game. That's all you need. That's a big enough sample size.
Scott,
They're not going to Toronto Maple Leafs this shit.
Scott, you're all right. I understand that Denver scored a touchdown. But how did the other team just get 1 point in football?
I don't give a shit. I'm upset that they allowed one goal.
Canadian football. That's how.
No, that's where you go. No, we're talking about hockey. And they go, oh, my God, they scored a touchdown's worth of goals in hockey? Vegas is trash.
Yeah, that.
Damn, there we go.
Lil Jon was not happy the other night.
That works real well.
Who was less happy, Lil Jon about that or Snoop Dogg about the Lakers? Because Snoop was...
Ooh, Snoop went scorched earth. I liked it.
What happened? What's Snoop Dogg?
Snoop got on Instagram and just trashed the Lakers.
We'll talk about that in a little bit here.
Did you know that Snoop Dogg has his own... I guess line of wine or whatever. No, he has a thing with 19 crimes where he has his own flavors. Yeah.
Ayden, are you a big 19 crimes?
I knew that. 19 crimes is good. Yeah,
that's just legit, right?
Big wine guy over here.
That sounded so sincere.
I was convinced.
Ayden, what's your favorite type of wine?
Favorite type of
crimes.
Wine? Do you mean like Merlot or Pinot, or are you talking like brand?
Yeah, style.
So it used to be Merlots, but they gave me hangovers. So I try and go more of the like Pinot red blend route now, more than anything.
Okay,
I'm sorry, guys, with this craft brewed wine.
Yeah, I thought he was full of shit. I thought Ayden was full of shit there for a second until he went that route. Okay, so I need to.
No, I'm not playing.
We are going to
stay tuned for the spinoff. Stay tuned for the spinoff, Vine in Sports.
No, we got to get into this because I am okay. So you're a college student, right?
Yes.
Yes. How often are you rolling into parties with bottles of wine under your shoulder?
Oh, I don't party with wine. Come on, I'm not crazy.
Oh, dude, no, hold on. You're missing out if you don't party with wine.
You some bitch.
Every once in a while, you gotta switch it up.
Do you have your friends over to the apartment for like a tasting every once in a while? Like, how's this work out? How'd you get into wine as a college student?
So my parents are big into wine, so I don't know if they'll get in legal troubles if I say this, but I've basically been having like a glass of wine with dinner since I was 14.
You're fantastic.
Legit.
I've been grown up drinking wine for a long time.
Ayden's look here, Mike. I'm no Franzia drinking bitch like you. Exactly. I know my shit.
Wait, no, so hold on. Actually, that's a good question.
At 14, Ayden is drinking like aged wine, delicious shit at a pasta dinner, and I'm sneaking High Life in from the garage. Been out there because my dad.
Shit, at 14, I was sneaking a Coke. I was sneaking a Coke to the table. Like fuck, I'm drinking a sugary drink. I got you, bitches. No water for me tonight. You guys are drinking booze. Hell.
Ayden, you are so elevated now. Like you just seem even classier now.
Thank you.
Next week, drink wine on the show. Let's have you break down a wine on the show.
I'll try my best if you really want me to. I do like beer as well.
Crimes,
I'm not trying.
I mean, we can mail you.
Crimes.
We can mail you booze.
Wait,
like,
should we all
happen?
Hold on. Why have we not done this already?
I was going to say this is actually a really good question. Like, why?
This would have been a lot easier than me drinking fucking the same beer 3 weeks in a goddamn row. If we would have just done wine, I'd have been prepared.
Well, no. That's different.
19 Crimes next week. Let's all find a bottle of 19 Crimes.
Oh, wait.
And
I mean,
no, my beer's gonna be here next week.
I'm in, but can I have 3 bottles of Snoop Dogg's rosé instead?
Well, no, we'll get Snoop Dogg's 19 Crimes. We'll break.
Well, no, so Snoop's got a Cabernet, and then he's also got a rosé. Oh. And go figure, the rosé is like $5 more. But oh my god, you want to talk about crushable?
Ayden,
what's about the hockey?
Ryan hits us with the moving on. Okay, fair enough, Ryan. Okay,
that is true. Matt Stanton is absolutely right because 19 Crimes, they got that like AR 3D app bullshit where like you put your phone at the bottle and like it comes to life and speaks to you. And before it was just stupid like Australian criminals, but this one is Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, so the premise behind 19 Crimes is each bottle represents an actual crime. Was murder the case that they gave Snoop?
Wow, I'm more impressed that you do that because I was going to say, I was like, and what crime did he commit there, white boy? 187. 187.
Gave me.
No, actually, no.
Murder, and then it would have. You could buy a case of it, which would have been way better than what. Let's talk.
It would have, but also, can we course correct that? Snoop, he never got caught, so fuck off.
I kind of want to try this 19 Crimes the Warden. It looks pretty good.
As Ryan Googles.
Ryan is searching
19 Crimes lineup.
Wait, is it 19 spelled out or 19?
19.
No,
wait a second, Drew. So you said Snoop never got caught? Like you don't remember that at all?
No, I mean he never got a felony.
You mean he got off? Like he definitely got caught.
He got caught. He was but like was the case that they gave him.
Dude, unless you're guilty, you can do it.
Let's talk Golden Knights, Ryan.
I mean, do you not understand how the American judicial system works?
No, I get it. I understand it, but weird. Ryan,
look, if he's filling a job application in the section that says, have you ever been convicted of a crime? He gets a check. No.
Ryan, what's it going to be like when Fleury's back in net for the Knights? What's going to happen?
Ain't going to fucking matter. They'll only score.
Who's the hockey head at Belly?
The Avs will only score 5 instead of 7, baby. That's what's going to happen.
Where's my crown? You have to shine my crown, buddy.
The guy from No Credentials Required just dropped his credentials, Scott. You got freeze. Matt Stanton said Drew calls Snoop Calvin.
Yeah, because we're boys like that. You don't understand, man. Whatever.
All right, Ryan. Let me hear your analysis here. Fleury gets
okay.
Back. How's this series going to change?
I think that game was a one-off. I think you're allowed to have one bad game. You're not allowed to have two bad games in the playoffs. So I think Vegas bounces back. I don't know if they win. I don't know if they win tonight, but if they can steal one in Denver, that definitely changes that changes the series a little bit. Especially Fleury back in net. And Fleury is a Vezina contender this year. As is Grubauer, which is interesting. So, go ahead.
Is it just me, or is it surprising that this is Fleury's first nomination?
I'm surprised. I'm just as surprised as you are, Drew.
I'm super shocked by that.
What do you think about that?
I was just going to say, I'm like, hold on a second. That's his first. Like, I wouldn't have guessed that if you would have said, I would have been like, it's got to be at least his third. But really, this is the only time he's ever been nominated for that?
Yeah.
Only time he's been nominated, yeah.
Because
I mean, he's been really good for a while. Like, that is really shocking.
When he was with the Pens, he always got overshadowed by that bitch from Canada and that bitch from Russia. And everyone thought it was them carrying the entire club, except that Fleur had absolutely great goaltending throughout, and especially in the playoffs too, though. And I think that's a difference, in my opinion. I'm not a hockey expert by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I can barely get Wayne Gretzky hockey to work, to be honest. But Flower was always that guy that was just there in the playoffs. You counted him for every single game. They never had a rotating goalie situation that these other squads tried to roll with through the regular season and then get exposed in the playoffs. Carolina. Because he was just there. He was solid. He was reliable. He wasn't flashy, but he was just quality. Except that those two other assholes got all the cred. And so this is finally, I hope they do the right thing and give him the trophy, because he deserves it more than either of those other two.
Speaking of getting exposed, can we talk Tampa Bay real quick? And what happened?
Yeah, the Rays are leaving. We just talked about them. What the fuck else do you want to talk about Tampa Bay?
No, we're doing that hockey. We're doing that hockey now, Scott.
I meant Toronto.
Okay, fine. Nashville already has a team. We don't need to give them another team. Like, what else are we still talking about?
I totally meant Toronto. I was like, whatever.
You screwed that one up.
the other team that I don't like in the
Are you
playoffs.
serious right now? Are you serious?
Yeah, I mixed
Mike,
up Toronto and
Mike.
Tampa Bay. That's exactly
Look,
what
I get it. They're both blue and white, but
That's exactly what happened. In my head,
how do you?
I thought blue and white, and I was like, one's north, one's south, whatever. I'll figure it out. And I did.
Good
I
save.
So
kept-
basically, what you're saying is you confuse the Reds and the UC Bearcats because their colors look similar.
No, because that's two different sport. No, that's silly, Drew. That's silly.
Exactly, idiot. That's what I'm saying.
confused a
Tampa
bunch
Bay
of-
plays
I
hockey.
confused a bunch of
Toronto just takes money from rich Canadians in the Toronto Bay area and then distributes it amongst themselves.
Toronto blows a 3-1 series lead, Ryan.
They sure did.
And was it as satisfying for you to see that as it was for the rest of the hockey world in America?
A little bit, just because it's Toronto and it's just they haven't won a cup since 1967, and a lot of those fans think that the bomb, but they haven't won a playoff series since 2004. The Atlanta Thrashers have as many series wins since 2004. And they're not even a franchise anymore. They're in Winnipeg now. The one guy I do feel bad for is Joe Thornton, because I kind of wanted him to go to the Stanley Cup and try to.
Oh no, he should know better than going to Toronto to chase.
I was just going to say that was
mean?
his fault. Like, he could have signed with anybody.
Yeah, hang on.
Like Colorado.
Ryan, you gave the very belly up corporate, polished answer to that question. I'm going to show you how we do this on this show. Scott, Toronto blows a 3-1 lead. How much did you?
What, you hear me say they sure did?
How much did you appreciate that as other Americans did?
I fucking love when teams and franchises that are as snooty about their own shit go and do something like this. Toronto, that thinks it's their birthright to lift the cup, even though they haven't done it in eons, goes and blows a 3-1 lead when they just knew that this was their chance to get that monkey off their back of the Atlanta Thrashers stat that Ryan just threw out there. They're like, it's happening! And then I have sympathy for him because I remember that my team just blew a 3-1 lead on their way to the fucking World Series, and instead
can we not talk about that?
Yeah, I didn't want to,
No,
but that
let's
was
talk
the
about it.
first
Come on,
thing
let's
that I
go.
thought
Let's
about
go.
was
Let's
I really want to laugh at this 3-1 blow. Okay,
Look,
I
Scott,
can't because they'll point out my team. And that's
I want to go to Ayden real quick. Ayden, did you know that Toronto was playing in the Stanley Cup playoffs?
I did, and I knew they blew a 3-1 lead only because of Twitter. But outside of that, let's do hockey. That's where I'm at.
Nice.
I knew
I've been pretty quiet for a while. I'm sure you've noticed. I know nothing about hockey, so I'm just
like,
yeah,
I get
I'll let
my
y'all
hockey
talk
news
through.
from this segment.
Welcome.
Exactly. Everything I know, you just
lawyer
said.
lessons, Ayden. We need some lessons on lawyering. Like, you gotta BS your way, your politic your way into this.
That's what I've been doing on this segment for quite a while now.
I was gonna
say,
No,
I've been interning here for a month. I think I'm lawyering and BSing my way, far enough. They haven't kicked me out yet. But
What, you came in strong with that wine card, though. That wasn't even lawyering. You were just like, no, I actually know what
That
the
was
fuck I'm
just-
talking
no,
about.
I know
That was
why.
straight up dropping
I got
knowledge.
lucky.
I might not know hockey, but I know why.
Exactly.
Ayden's going to be shoehorning wine into every conversation he doesn't know anything.
None of that Napa Valley bullshit. You gotta get real
I'm
fucking
sorry.
wine.
I'm sorry, but there's a part of me that just like I hear him say that he knows wine, and I can't help but think of like It's Always Sunny when they're like, "Well, we know chicks though." Like we know chicks, and it's like, oh no,
Like no, not really.
no,
All right.
no.
More background. I was a waiter at a fancy restaurant for over 2 years, so I had to learn a lot about
How
a lot of
fancy?
alcohol.
Did you have cloth napkins?
Yes, we did.
Oh, that's fancy.
But also, like a table of two people,
That's
the
how
bill
it
was
took
over
Mookie.
$100.
Two
It was
people.
pretty fancy.
Okay. This
Okay.
is no Outback Steakhouse over here. He's talking.
No,
about. This
no
is
Outback
legit.
Steakhouse.
No
No,
Outback
it was,
Steakhouse.
People. Who's the most famous person you waited on at the restaurant?
well, I mean, no one really famous came by. There was a lawyer named Gary Bruce who has commercials in my hometown, but
he
like
sounds
no one
real
else would know
important.
that. He's actually pretty mean, but other than that, yeah.
Wait,
That's
so
probably the
here's
most famous.
here's the real test of it. Was your restaurant fancy enough that Mike couldn't afford to take his wife there?
Yeah, he just said $100. Like
I was gonna say I don't know the financial situation.
Why you gotta bail him
of
out,
my-
man? Why you gotta bail him out? I was
He
looking to
just
see
said
him
that.
squirm, man.
Special occasion, I think he can afford it.
He saves up for a few months. Might be able to make it work.
A ripcord. Why you got pulled the
All right,
ripcord like that?
Ryan and Scott, we're running low. Ryan, last thoughts on the Stanley Cup playoffs and what we got coming up. What do you got? What's your breakdown?
We got Montreal up on Winnipeg 3-1 in a live game right now. So, and breaking news, and this is my shocked face right here. But Buffalo won the draft lottery.
Yay!
Again.
I was just gonna say, haven't they won it like multiple times over the past couple of years? Like every
At
time
least at least 3 times in the last decade.
they're always in the hunt for that number 1 pick.
Oh, absolutely. That's very true.
Lord.
Matt Stanton chiming in the comments saying that he was a server at Jeff Ruby, the steakhouse here. His famous person was Lamar Hunt and his family the day before they lost to the Bengals in the Peter Warrick game. That's impressive. That's a good pool on the way to that. Ayden,
It is. It's more impressive that there's a game named after a wide receiver that was mostly garbage his entire career. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a Peter Warrick.
I have a question for Matt. I have a question for Matt, though. Did he tip well?
Oh, man.
That's an important question.
Yeah.
Very important question, especially for an NFL owner.
Right.
You want to cheap on the tip and just be complete garbage. It's
Just the tip.
Just the
tip.
It's like, I'm not paying for the meal tonight. It'll be just the tip.
Just the tip. Scott, what's your final thoughts on the Stanley Cup playoffs for this week?
All jokes aside, I mean, I really did think at the beginning of this year that the Avs had a very good chance to win it all, and I'm very happy with how they're playing, and I do think that they're going to finish this motherfucking thing. So all the haters, they're like, hey, President's Trophy curse and blah, 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 can eat a dick.
There you have it. If you've said the President Trophy's curse, you can eat a dick.
Eat a
And
dick.
the person who said it knows,
you can ingest
knows who they are.
a satchel of Richards.
Oh, you got somebody. You're calling out somebody specifically there, Scott? That was.
Oh, I believe you know who it is. He goes by the name of JB. Goddammit,
JB.
Hockey expert. Always throwing out the knowledge as if I didn't know that the President's Cup usually means that you fuck up along the way. But I'm like, nah, curses were made to be broken, bitch.
So, Scott, first of all, credit there for you for not calling the President's Trophy, as many people make that error.
Yes,
I did have one last actual hockey question for you and the hockey expert, Ryan. How do you think that the Canadian teams playing in their own little bubble, if you will, throughout the regular season, the first couple rounds of the playoffs, and then going into crossover with the rest of the league, how do you think that's going to affect them and their style of play as they progress later on in the Stanley Cup playoffs?
I always thought that was a detriment when they announced that they were going to do that, because if you're competing against the same teams over and over again, after a while, you only have that comparison. And not being able to test yourself out against most of the rest of the league. So, yeah, I think they're going to screw
where like the
themselves
good
over.
Players are.
Yeah, and big shocker, like the show open says, the cup is coming back to America, baby. Suck it, Canada.
All right, Ryan, follow that up.
Actually, I kind of agree with Scott. It's
we don't want to hear that. You need to do better.
I try to lawyer my way there.
Yeah, you
did. But he makes a good point.
I concur.
But he makes a good point in saying that you're playing the same teams over and over again throughout the rest of the regular season. You play them again in the playoffs. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next round, in the semifinals, depending on who plays whom. So, I mean, I would like to see if they progress. I would love to see Montreal play Colorado or Vegas.
Ooh. Carey Price against that offense would be awesome.
It could be one of two things. It could be an absolute slaughter, or Montreal underdogs their way to the Stanley Cup final. That would devastate me.
All right, so Ryan,
I would be very mad.
I don't want to see it now.
Ryan, I feel a little bad because I feel like I'm leading you out of the hockey segment with a curveball there, and so let me just toss it back to you again as the hockey expert. How many teams were playing hockey in Canada this year, and was it more than 0?
Yes.
All right, hockey expert at Belly Up Sports here.
7 teams in
yes, sir. Ryan, there he is, walking it off from doing that hockey. De facto title belt holder, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan definitely took you in that segment there, Scott. How's that feel losing it two times in a row to Ryan?
As long as the Avalanche take the cup, I don't give a shit. I will have made my day one hockey prediction from the beginning of this season correct. And I'll walk off. I'll never talk hockey on this show again if they win it all. You heard it here first.
Steve, now I have another reason
to do that. This isn't really
against.
No, I was kidding about that. We need content. Definitely going to talk hockey.
Yeah. Look, Ryan, you may not need credentials, but you still got them, bro. You are the hockey expert as far as CBS is concerned.
Thank you,
well,
I like Jared's comment. Jared from Corner Booth said that Mookie looks like somebody just peeled him off the floor of the bar, and I am here for it.
Hey, man, when you got to burn those PTO days and June is upon us, this is what you get.
You lay on the bar and let people peel you off.
Lay on the bar.
All right, listen, let's do a real quick commercial. By the way, this is the last week for
Good.
this.
I really have to pee.
I'm going to record a new one because I'm already sick of this one. So we'll do a quick commercial break, and then when we
how
get
about
back,
you incorporate how bad the Reds are into the next one? He's gonna be so mad for the next 60 seconds.
All right, let's do this, and then we're gonna get back, and Mookie's gonna get fired live on the air.
Whether you like baseball or not, there's 2 things that everyone can agree makes baseball great: dingers and bat flips. So how about you step up to the plate and blast one to dead center field with our friends at Dugout Mugs. You can flip your baseball bat mug if you want, but it's probably better if you just pour your beer into it. With Dugout Mugs, it can be baseball season all year long. And if you go to dugoutmugs.com/craft, you'll get 15% off your entire order. All of your favorite teams, customizable designs, wine glasses made from bats, shot glasses with bat handles, and bottle openers made from bats and baseballs. Dugout Mugs has the perfect option for the baseball fan in your life. Hit them up, get 15% off at dugoutmugs.com/craft. That's dugoutmugs.com/craft. Dugout Mugs, swig for the fences. Look, there is not much worse than reaching into the fridge and realizing you are out of beer. Now you got to go out to the store, you got to deal with people. It's awful. Instead, let our friends at Beer Drop save you a trip and stock up your beer fridge today. Beer Drop will deliver award-winning craft beers straight to your door, starting at under $4 a serving. It's simple. Just go to craftbrewsports.com/beerdrop. Tell them the types of beers you prefer, sign up for one of their monthly plans, and Beer Drop will curate a box of fresh, award-winning craft beer that will be sent right to your door. You don't even have to put on pants. You can swap out beers, add more, or even skip a month. And if you don't like commitment, you can still go and order delicious beers to be delivered right to you. Just go to craftbrewsports.com/beerdrop. You're going to get $5 flat shipping. Doesn't matter how many beers you have in your order, $5 flat shipping. craftbrewsports.com/beerdrop.
All right, we are back. Tyson coming in after the commercial break. Mookie should have to shave a German on the show. I think that would be an amazing punishment to make.
I forgot to ask you what happened with that guy last week. Did he get fired from his job because he shaved his head on the air?
I'm terrified. I don't know. I don't know.
I heard he told somebody the Rays are moving to Germany.
Hey, that seems like a good move, though.
Das Rays.
Look, if previous experiences mean anything, we'll hear from him about, I don't know, 4 more months from now.
Yeah, you're right. He'll stumble on the YouTube channel again in like 5 months, and then we'll hear from Christoph again. Yeah, I hope he's okay. I was worried when he was like, "Please don't put this on the internet," and I'm like, "It's a little late for that one, homie. You did it to yourself." You
listen. We can't get 50 people in America to watch us. You think anyone in Germany knows we exist?
At least one person does.
Right,
and that's all it takes for it to matter to me.
It's called craft with a K instead of a C, so that's how they might know.
Wait, is that the situation? Have we been spelling our name wrong for international adaptation?
Probably.
We got it in Germany. And
we got to rebrand. I think we should just do the show where somebody dubs over our voices in a different accent, and then we re-release it in different countries. All right, listen, I want to do football real quick. We got one quick football story, and then we're gonna make fun of Coach K and talk a little basketball. So let's do a little football right here. Dolphins wide receiver Lynn Bowden Jr. Is in the headlines this week for perhaps the worst tattoo I have ever seen in my life. I'm going to pull it up for those of you watching the stream. If you're listening to the podcast, just Google search Lynn Bowden Jr. But I guess during a podcast appearance or something, he went ahead and just free-handed with a wireless electric tattoo gun this Dolphin logo. He put the words Miami in it and then the number 15. He did it on like his inner thigh. Yeah, it's not a dolphin. It looks like a slug. It looks like a penis with a dorsal fin is what it looks like. A smiling penis with a dorsal fin is what this guy has hanging on the inside of his leg. He said it was his practice leg. So I don't know if he's trying to be a tattoo artist. If he is, he's doing terrible at it. Now, listen, I've been watching a lot of Ink Master lately, and Chris Nunez and Oliver Peck would send his ass home for this tattoo. Scott, is this the worst tattoo you've ever seen in your life?
The only thing that would have made it better is if instead of the 15 underneath, it said no regrets, spelled the way we all know how to spell regrets. Like, just that dolphin logo with no regrets underneath it is the only thing that would have made this worse. Because good God, man, has he ever seen a dolphin? It doesn't even look like a fucking goldfish cracker. Like, what the shit was he looking at when he drew this fucking thing?
Sarah hit it on the head. It's Rocket Nessie.
Oh, it looks horrendous, man. Like, if it's not the worst, it's tied for it.
Can I tell you what the funniest part of this tattoo is? As awful as this looks, as bad of a job this is, as scratchy it is, horrible line work, no shading, no gradient in this black and gray tattoo. He is not number 15 anymore. He recently changed his number when the NFL opened up the number policy. So now he's going to be number 6. So it's not even the right number on his.
He doesn't even have his own. What the? Get this guy out of here, man. Like, seriously. If I was the Dolphins, I'd be like, you don't have to worry about that number or the logo. You're done. We saw that shit. You're cut. You're out of here. That's not the culture we're building here in Miami. Flo ain't taking none of that. Bro, Flo ain't taking none of that. Get out of here.
Right. You may be onto something there because he was drafted last year and is already on his second team in the NFL. So the confidence to put a tattoo as if you're going to be there for a while. I mean, he probably won't, and especially not at 15.
Look,
Sarah making a very good point that 1 and 5 is 6.
Because math.
That would be funny if he went Mensa level with it. He's like, you dumb bitches. I was out here just running circles around you. 1 + 5 is...
draws a dolphin like that is Mensa level?
I mean, he's got to be something, right? Like, he's trolling us with this fucking thing.
The only thing that can make this redeemable is if, like, 10 years down the road, he says that, like, people ask him about it. He's like, oh, yeah, my kid drew the dolphin and I wanted to tattoo it. And then you're like, oh, okay, that's a good thing. But to be like, no, I free-handed this motherfucker.
Is every year we lambaste some poor, stupid-ass fan who gets the Super Bowl championship with their team's logo on it before the season starts. If he put the like Super Bowl logo and said that the Dolphins are going to be champs, that would actually make this tattoo better. That's how bad this is.
Hey, guys, I mean, look, I get it. You're sitting over here. You're hammering on the guy. No, I was just waiting to let you have your shine, and you're right. It's absolutely a terrible take. But for one, I got to give the guy credit for at least trying to draw a dolphin, because I mean, who the fuck knows how to draw a dolphin? But second,
not him,
definitely not him. But like, did you guys hear about the other contract he got? But like, not from the Dolphins.
No, what was that?
Here comes some dynamite joke.
Cams.com is giving him $150,000 a year on a sponsorship deal because of this.
To draw a penis dolphin?
Well,
it looks like a sock
because
puppet.
they're launching, they're going to launch a whole episode. They're going to launch a whole, brand about it. The penis dolphins coming into a TV near you on demand, though.
You should have put Finkel as Einhorn on there and at least made it relevant.
I don't get it, so that must be funny.
Neither does Ayden, so you're in good company.
Ayden, you don't get that one? You don't get that one?
Nope. I did not get it.
I was going to say, if he understood the Finkel as Einhorn reference, then he was going to take Mookie's spot on the show tonight.
I mean,
was it really Cams.com, though? What's that go-to porn company? That's
Cam
always
Soda. I mean, so I've heard.
Cam Soda.
I don't know what that's.
No, Mike, it's okay.
I
We've done
thought that was
stories.
I
We've
thought that
done
was
several
Mookie trying to make
stories.
a joke. I wasn't even like.
I was.
Yeah,
Cam
Oh,
Soda.
okay, cool.
I have two
It's at
thoughts on
Cams.com.
Cam Soda is the one that always comes through with all the crazy offers to athletes. Like they want to
Oh,
Gardner
yeah,
Minshew.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
my
yeah.
quick Google search said Cams.com, and I was like, well, that's not right, but I got no other time to make it. So
Ryan, I think you wanted to jump in here about the porn site. Go
I
ahead.
would love to hear Ryan
No,
jumping
not
about the
not
porn
the porn
site.
search, but I have two thoughts. Was he eating a Milky Way?
Okay.
And B, at least it's not one of those COVID tattoos that people are putting on their cells. Like I got vaccinated on this day.
They're putting people are really doing
People
that.
are getting COVID.
People are really
Wait,
doing
what's
that.
going on? What do you mean? What
hell?
is a COVID vaccine? Like you do it yourself with like a paper
No.
clip
You-
and some
you get
penning?
you get a tattoo, and it says like, "Oh, I got vaccinated on such and such a day." Like my COVID shot on this.
That's
this-
fucking
these 2
dumb.
days.
Why? Did you get a tattoo when you got married?
I'm not married, so I don't.
Exactly.
have a
No,
tattoo.
you didn't. So exactly.
Hey Mookie, I just want to point out real quick. Ayden just
I'm not
sneezed
drunk.
twice and muted himself both times because he's a fucking professional.
Hey, Ayden,
I just want to point that out. to you.
What's your BAC?
Not very high yet. I'll try to get it higher.
Good, because my Apple Watch tells me it's. I'm sorry, I don't have that app. Maybe
I was just gonna say, I was
like,
like, your Apple Watch can tell you your BAC because I gotta
well,
get that. on.
sometimes you just ask her to see what she says. Every once in a while, she'll surprise you.
Guys, I think
Oh
that
yes,
stumbled
Scott, let's
upon-
do it.
This is
Yeah,
a-
but you said BAC, and I was like, that's the key word.
I
for
was
me.
right there with you. Listen, I think we found a new game here. I think what we need to do is get Mookie a portable breathalyzer, and then he just has to variously check himself throughout the show, and we just try to hit the high score. I think that's the new game that we play on this show. Mookie, are
I
you
think
up
that's a
for
great idea.
How many points do I get?
You get the
All of
satisfaction of knowing you're a
Wait,
champion
no, but-
week in
but-
and week out.
Before we get into the Kong Bong, can I talk about the Kong Bong customer service that I recently experienced? Because it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, before you talk about the Kong Bong customer service, can I tell everybody what you did last week?
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure.
So last week, Mookie, if you guys missed it, Mookie's Kong Bong was
Everyone missed it because it was the commercial was playing.
right, but you said your Kong Bong was leaking, everything was a mess, you had to run away. So Mookie's Kong Bong was leaking because even though I've told him it's not dishwasher safe, he refuses to listen, and he put it in the dishwasher and he broke
Look,
his Kong
dude,
Bong.
I kind of figured if it wasn't dishwasher
as we're on
safe
air-
after the first time, it'd be melted into like a thing, and it wasn't melted into a thing. So it's like, that worked out well. Let's do it again.
As we're on air, I get an email that says, an order has been placed from your Kong Bong affiliate link. And I was like, oh, cool. This actually worked. We're doing this on the show. And somebody went and ordered it. It was Mookie who went and ordered two
Yeah.
new Kong Bongs, despite the fact that Kong sells $5 hose replacements. He spent $60 on two new Kong Bongs when he could have spent $5 on a hose replacement and was just like, yeah, I fucked that one up.
You gotta support the show somehow.
Reading
Hey.
the internet is hard.
And the best part is too, though, is Mike is not even folding in the conversation we had the next morning. Remember the Hangouts convo?
I said, did you order two Kong Bongs during the show? And he went, yeah, I totally did that. I'll find the combo. I will figure it. It's along those lines.
Oh, it's yeah.
Where
It's
Mookie
good,
was
it's
just
bad.
like, I really fucked up.
Oh,
So what's
yeah.
the customer service story there, Mookie?
Customer service was awesome.
While he's
So,
telling that, I'm bonging.
Okay,
get it, Scott.
I gotta get you on camera, Scott. Damn it, you can't get fired up on me like that, man.
So quick.
That was a beautiful Kong Bong. If you want your own
Atta
Kong
boy.
Bong, craftfoodsports.com/beerbong or replacement parts for your current Kong Bong. You can
Cheaper
get them there as well.
replacement parts.
Yeah, so that's
years is coming, I swear to God.
Yeah, so that's the thing about it exactly is that Mike said something that next morning about replacement parts, and I was like, oh, that's a thing. Oh, I could just get another hose. Because that night I looked at the Kong Bongs and I was like, well, I have a 1.0, so clearly I want a 2.0. Yeah, give me one of those. And so I went with that.
You upgraded your bong instead of getting a replacement hose.
What does it do?
Because I didn't see her.
Do?
Literally,
Is it
Scott,
bigger
there's
now?
no, it's actually the two. We've had the 2.0s all along, but that night when I was looking at the different hoses, our like connections, like the plastic connector or whatever at the end of the hose, looked different. Now, whether that was alcohol influenced or not, no one will ever know.
Yes, we will. We will totally.
I was gonna
know.
say we know.
It's definitely alcohol influenced. So I was like, fuck it. I just got to buy these because I lied about it last week and I said I bought them. I just got to do it now. Oh, they come in colors? Cool. Let's get a red one and a white one because, the white one, neutral color red, it just looks great.
Yeah, red is the best.
I mean, it is. And so I buy them. The next morning, Mike asked me the question. He's like, oh, did you buy a thing? And I was like, yeah, well, I broke mine. He goes, yeah, but they sell replacement hoses. And I was like, you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? So then I go look on, I look on the website, and sure enough, replacement hoses are on there. Clear as day. It's like they sell
right there
two main things: Kong Bongs, hoses, and then dope ass apparel. But like the dope ass apparel is like de-emphasized because they know what you're there for.
I like the counting that you did. They sell like two things:
Two
Kong
things,
Bongs, hoses, and all this
and then
dope ass
all that
apparel.
other shit.
You're like, that's more than two.
Two things.
More than two things.
And I see that, and I say to Mike, I go, I gotta stop drunk shopping. And he just laughed. I go, fuck. So I send him an email, right? So then I reply back to the email they sent me. They're like, hey, thanks for your order. Like your order's been confirmed. I send it back. I go, shoot, I'm so sorry. I had a problem. Like, I can I refund this? I found out about the replacement hoses. Can we stop the order or whatever? And this was at 11 a.m. that day. About 4 o'clock, I get another email from them. They're like, congratulations, your Kong Bongs have shipped. And I was like, well, guess I missed my window. All right, here we go. And so then the next day, I get an email back from the customer service, like, oh, we're so sorry, sir. Got your email, but I see your stuff has already shipped. I'm like, wow, yeah, you shipped my stuff in less than 24 hours for an online store. That's fucking awesome. That almost never happens. And I reply back and I go, I appreciate your quick response. I see they're already shipped. No worries. And by that point, I had a chance to talk to Jenna, and she goes, oh, well, yeah. I mean, just get a hose, and we might as well keep the other two because then we'll have three. And I was like, yes, I'm off the fucking hook. And so I said to him, I was like, I even got a dispensation from the wife to still keep the two, but can I get one of the hoses to replace it? Because I couldn't see them on the website. I'm like, oh, yeah, we got you, sir. We'll just add one in, and we'll follow up the others. And so long story short,
it was already shipped. Hang on,
no,
there's holes in this story.
No, they just plus one. They just did another shipment. They didn't throw it in the box, but oh yeah, we'll just throw you another one in there anyways. You're a good customer. We're just gonna throw a hose in.
You're a good customer. You get shit faced on a Wednesday night and order bongs from us at 11 p.m. You're a great customer, sir. Here's a free hose.
Hey man, they know their demographic. All I'm gonna say.
Do your Kong Bong, Mookie. Yes, Kev coming in as Mookie does his bong. Surprise, Mookie knows how to use customer service. Dude can't figure out Periscope. Sure,
Periscope is hard. And yes, Kev, she is, because now she gets her own.
Wait a minute, hold on. So did Ayden get his
Periscope?
yet? Does Ayden have his ready to go, or are we still waiting on
I didn't
Ayden's?
send it because I'm a fucking asshole. All right.
Send one of Mookie's. He's got three now.
I was gonna say I got the other ones downstairs. I opened the red one because obviously
I literally have one sitting right here because look.
Yeah, but you're
Ayden,
clearly worthless. So
I'm sorry, Ayden. I apologize to you publicly on the show. I'm sorry, man.
As
Look,
long
Ayden,
as it's pure.
At this
long.
point, Ayden, I can hand deliver it to you when I'm down there in a couple weeks.
I mean,
Mike's
hey,
dropping the ball.
I'll
That's what
meet
she
you at the
said.
Braves game.
There you go. I'll drop it off. I'll bring it to the Braves game. I'll bring
You will
mine.
have
We'll
it-
bong.
You will have it for next show. I guarantee you have it for next week's show. All right, I'm putting it out there into the universe. I guarantee you will have it for the next week's show. And everybody that
$5 doesn't have it.
I'll hold you to it.
everybody that I got t-shirts going to for the street team, you will have your shirt soon. That's been even longer if it makes you feel better. Let's talk basketball, guys.
Boom shakalaka!
Coach K gone. Coach K retiring at the end of this coming season, right? He's got one more
Yes.
season. He's going to go one lap around. And Coach K doing what Coach K does, where he's going to announce it early. So you now have an entire year of the fucking Coach K show where we
Get
get
the
to
love ready.
Yeah, you get Coach K's last visit to North Carolina and Coach K's last ACC tournament and Coach K's last back injury after Duke starts 5-5. Fuck Coach K. I am so glad he's leaving. I am so glad. I'm so sick of this guy. I cannot wait for him. Good. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Coach K. I never want to see your name again. Anybody else want anything on that one?
Nope.
I'm very happy that yeah, I mean you did just cover it all, but I'm happy that he's moving on. I do have a special place in my heart for Coach K because he did get the United States basketball team back to, not losing games they had no business fucking losing. That also probably had to do with, the best players in the world deciding that they were going to play instead of letting the B and C teams show up. But either way, Coach K, don't let the fucking door hit you on the way out. And I hope to God that there are no moments this year that we have to fucking remember other than Duke got bounced in the tournament by some no names in the second round.
I want him to lose. I want him to be the 2 seed that loses to a 5th seed in Coach K's last March Madness. Oh my God, that would make me so excited. Ryan,
nothing like that Iona exit to end your career.
How you feel?
Rick Pitino been the last.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I picked Iona.
Amazing. Ryan, how you feel about Coach K retiring?
I haven't really paid much attention to basketball over the last couple seasons, but I think he did this on purpose. So because this year they had no crowds, So if you're announcing retirement this past year, there would be no accolades or nobody to give him a round of applause for like 5-10 minutes. And this year he decided, all right, crowd's coming back. We're past the pandemic. I'm gonna make my swan song now and go into the sunset, and people can give me all sorts of nice stuff like they did with Mo Rivera on his retirement tour.
No.
I hate retirement tours, period. That's my whole beef with this. I hate when a guy comes out before the season. He's like, listen, I'm done at the end of this year. Please don't do anything nice for me. Seriously, don't stop. Guys, stop. Seriously. But this will be my last time you ever see me.
Scott has a point about the USA basketball, though. He did bring them back to prominence because he had a bunch of NBA players commit. Like Carmelo Anthony never won an NBA title. He's got 2 gold medals because of Coach K. Coach K brought him along. So there. You're welcome.
Yeah, like that is his only
Thank you, Coach
redeeming
K.
quality for his entire life. Is
Okay,
bringing
no.
prominence back to USA basketball.
No, see, this is bullshit. Now I'm going to step in. I was raising my hand trying to be polite. No, but
I
I'm
was
fucking
getting
over
to you.
it.
I was letting Ryan finish.
Whatever.
Asshole.
Ryan, I don't want to hear any more of Ryan's wrongness because, like, for a second there, I thought you were going to get it right. And you're going to say, I don't want to see a comeback tour like Derek Jeter's because let's all be honest. That shit was terrible. We were sick of it from day
You mean
one.
retirement tour? 'Cause he didn't
Retirement
have a
tours.
comeback tour.
Who cares?
My-
Who gives
my
a fuck?
wrongness-
The point
my
isn't,
wrongness-
you know
my
what? No.
wrongness.
Listen, Ryan, Mr. Hockey, we've carried
That's why
you
I'm
this
hockey, not
entire
basketball.
show. We've carried you the entire show through baseball. That other thing we talked about.
We
and
carried
then-
him.
Are you
telling
okay?
him telling
Are you okay? I mean,
him telling somebody else
what
that
I
we
did to
carried
you.
him. That's good stuff.
That's true. That's fair.
Ryan, the only one
No, I had.
Ryan,
No, I'm gonna
yes.
finish this off here.
actual analysis on this show. Oh my God.
No, that was also the other problem. Yeah, you were doing actual analysis. That's not allowed. But
We told you to bring that.
But-
here.
yeah, the point is,
I get smarter when I
we have
drink.
a
Yes,
friend.
hang on,
You got a
Drew.
friend.
Drew, give your take. Hang on. Yes, I was going to wait a second.
Oh,
Belly up, Kev.
Who's waiting for anything?
Kev
What up,
wanted
Kev?
to jump in. He was very anxious to give a hot Coach K take, and he
Kev,
begged
can I
me
see your
to-
shirt though? I need to see the full shirt.
You don't wanna see
there
that
you
shirt.
go. Oh,
You
that's
don't wanna
hot.
see it, Drew.
That's hot.
Kev, in your Yeats glasses,
Gross.
what's your Coach K rant?
Brett Hitman Hart.
I hear you, Ayden.
My dog is looking at me like wondering what I'm about to say. No, fuck Coach K.
Yes,
Honestly.
that's what I was going to build up to,
Oh.
Kev. Thank you for bringing it home.
Oh, no, we need to play out of conference games. We need an out of conference schedule. Oh shit, wait. We're losing out of conference schedules? Fuck. We shouldn't have these. Like, why are they making us play out of conference games? Nate Oates made that ass quit, and now he's retiring. Nate Oates put that man in a body bag. Fuck Coach K.
You damn right, Kev. You damn right. Look at Ryan's face, Ryan.
I mean,
That right
Kevin's
there.
not wrong.
Listen,
That
listen.
right
I,
there
I-
is the Steady Dumpy take of the
I
day.
have to take you seriously.
Fuck Coach
Listen,
K.
I have to take you seriously if you're wearing Brett Hitman Hart sunglasses. I gotta take you seriously.
He clearly knows what's up.
I love that Kevin is just his dog is giving him kisses after a fuck Coach K rant. That's amazing.
That's a good dog.
The dog is named after Nick Saban. This dog is roll tide till he dies in, like, I don't know, 5-10 years. He knows where it's at. Fuck Coach K. I fucking hate that man. Fuck Duke basketball. Fuck Coach K.
How do you feel about Roy Williams?
Fuck Roy Williams too. Nate Oates with that man.
Hey.
Ayden, no,
I
you're
grew up a UNC basketball fan. I will not take any Roy Williams slander in front of me. Roy Williams is a great guy. Gives all the money back to the players. But yeah, no, he's gone too, so I get it.
Kev, thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Just had to pop in with give him a
That was a fantastic
Hey,
drop in.
Kev. I feel like we should just like both go our separate ways tonight, but then live tweet at each other the Goonies tonight. How you feel about that?
sounds good to me.
All right, I'm in. Nice. Solid.
Hey, check at Mookie's Mad Props and at Belly Up Kev as they will be live
tweeting the Goonies
tonight. Mookie clearly half in the bag. Kev, I'm going to say
half in the bag.
quarter in
Fuck
the
you,
bag.
bitch. I'm 3/4.
Don't sell him short on how far he is in the bag.
I've been working
So
real
that's why
hard
you don't like
tonight.
me tonight.
Whoa. Ryan, listen, I've always loved you. You just didn't embarrass Scott as much as I would have hoped tonight. That's all.
Yeah, that's
I'm a nice,
you
I'm a
didn't-
nice guy. I can't help it. You know, I
You
can't-
didn't
I-
wreck him on those goal horn notes,
Whoa,
if you
hang
will.
We never played it.
Ryan literally messaged me and was like, do I need to learn goal horns? And then started studying them. Like he was ready to go, and we did not come prepared. And now there's a cat butthole right in the shot.
Tag along.
Well,
Four
but
fingers
now
tag along.
if you want to talk about being prepared, I do think though there was actually one hockey challenge that was prepared and ready to go tonight. It was locked and loaded.
There was?
Ooh.
Mike, did you not get the note?
No. Should I have
Oh.
done the note?
I would have thought so. So I believe we're gonna have to name some hockey players tonight, boys. Is that correct, Ryan?
Let's do this. Yeah.
Let's do this.
absolutely.
Wait,
Let's pronounce some hockey names.
wait, what?
Yeah.
happening right now? Wait, we gotta talk. We had a perfect segue to USA basketball 3-on-3 not making it into the Olympics. Like, why are we changing directions now? And like now we're naming hockey play. We've already done that hockey. What are we doing, Drew?
Yeah, well, that was a shitty segment, so
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
No, I'm not approving of this wild card. 3-on-3 basketball did not make it to the Olympics. What the hell are we doing?
No.
I would
3-on-3
take on that, by the way.
basketball
The only three things the Netherlands are known for are speed skaters, soccer, and Famke Janssen. That's the only three things that the Netherlands are known for, and yet they beat us in 3-on-3 basketball.
It's
There you go. Let's take.
unreal to me. How do we lose? We could get 4 guys or 3 guys from the and one like mixtape from '99, and we should be able to wipe the floor with everybody in 3-on-3 basketball, and instead we're out of the Olympics. What the shit is this?
But the ladies are in though.
Look, it's impressive how you're trying to distract from the real thing at play here.
Your video is frozen.
Your internet.
Well, of course it is, because I'm adding a fucking stupid ass banner or whatever. So just take me off camera, Ryan, or you know what? Sherm, you go on main screen. I'll scroll it across the ticker, and you pronounce this first name. You ready?
I'm ready. That is Juice Saros. That's George Saros's cousin, Juice.
No. UC Saros.
Yeah, that's what I said. UC Saros.
I was gonna go Jose. So
Jose. Ayden with the Jose Saros. Okay, all right, Drew.
Jose.
Give me another name here against the bottom here. I don't know why this is a thing.
Well, look, Ryan put a lot of work into this.
Thank you.
He really
rolling in his grave over the 3 versus 3. Yes. How come we didn't just pick the winners of the big 3 play for the Olympics? Okay, I still got.
No, sorry.
Smollett.
Yeah, we're having some issues. We're having some issues with the buttons. There's a lot of buttons to press. All right, you ready? And here is what Ryan said was, let's start him off with something easy. He said, let's start him off with a cupcake, I believe were his exact words.
Layup.
All right.
Layup.
This one seems really easy. There's a lot of consonants, not a whole lot of vowels. The vowels that are in there are very similar. I am going to go with Igor Sharapova.
Oh, I like it, but
close.
We
got it.
No, Sharon Govich.
Sharapova? Whoa!
Yeah. What was that, Ayden? What'd you say?
Sharon Govich. I don't know if that's right.
What's the first name?
You got it.
Yegor.
Hey, Ayden from the top rope.
Wow. I was gonna say,
all right,
comes
you know what?
with,
New game.
with no
New
hockey
game.
knowledge and all the wine knowledge, and now he's
Doing
just
the
out here
hockey.
randomly dropping names like,
Is
it ain't
Mike
no thing.
better than the intern? That's what we're playing.
I thought
now.
I had it with Igor Sharapova. I thought that was
well. Here you go. Here's number 3. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, I got. Why? How do you have a J right after an H in a fucking name? What is this shit? And there's
You're
like
probably from Scandinavia, is my guess.
All right, that's clearly Nicholas.
Yes, well done.
Nicholas Jamarson.
Ooh. All right, Ayden for the seal.
Hjalmarsson. I'm gonna say it has a Y sound.
Ryan, you're the judge here. What do you think?
All right, I give half credit to the both of them, but the last name is actually pronounced Hjalmarsson.
Yeah.
Shit.
Where's the
how you say that, man? This guy doesn't know how to say his own name. If he's calling himself Hjalmarsson, he's full of shit, is what that is.
He's Swedish.
Okay, go ahead, Drew.
Seems made up.
There's Tyson.
All right,
Tyson
I got a couple more, and then we're gonna have a lightning round winner take all, depending on the score at the end.
All right, I'm ready for it.
It's 1-0.
So Mike, if you're winning, there will be
No, I think it's tied 1.5 to 1.5 right now.
I got one. Sweet.
You did.
That is. All right. That doesn't. I feel like I'm going to overthink this one. I'm going to go with Laurent. Which what the hell kind of name is that? Laurent Bousset. Ayden.
And that was actually pretty close to what I was thinking, but I'll go a little bit more French and say Laurent Boissois.
I was going to go Laurent Massiat.
Okay, wait. I got one more guess. Laurent Boissois. That's my guess.
All right, Ryan. What do you feel there as the?
All right, so the correct pronunciation is Laurent Boisson.
All right,
that was close.
And that's me. I got
Dude,
that.
I nailed
Who's getting the point? Who's getting the point?
I thought Massiat was closer than all you idiots.
Did you miss Boissois?
Who you giving it, Ryan? Who you giving the point to? It's tied at 1.5 to 1.5. And yes, Tyson, that's true.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I said.
Where are you throwing it, Ryan?
I think half a point for the both of them because they kind
half
of
a point.
Wrong.
2 points to 2 points. Okay. All right, here you go. The penultimate name.
All right, here we go. I know this one. It's the Jewish guy, Ollie Joy Levy. Yep, that's the thing. You got it.
Joy Levy.
Ollie Joy Levy, the Jewish hockey player. Ayden, what do you got on that one, huh? Hot shit.
You know,
Hot shit.
I would have said the exact same thing, but based off the reaction, I'm gonna go something different. Ollie Levy. I have no clue on this one, dude. I don't know.
Scott, you're talking shit over there. What do you got on Ollie Joy Levy?
I'm gonna go with Ali Jovalet.
You moved the V.
Just move the letters around.
You heard me. Have you ever noticed how these fucking Russians and foreigners don't pronounce their fucking names correctly? They just do whatever they want.
Just move
That's a good point.
letters.
I do what the hell
Scott,
I want because they do too.
Scott, say
All
it
right.
one more time. Say it one more time.
Ali Jovalet.
All right, Ryan.
Juicy Smollett.
Yeah, Juicy Smollett.
Hang on, Scott just pronounced that like he's got fucking like he's mixing letters up and shit. This is some bullshit. Ryan, what is the correct?
Bitch, I just looked at it.
And that's why he's the hockey expert. It's Ollie Uolevy. So half a point
I
to
was
both.
close.
Oh
to,
man.
All right, so it's
and
still tied.
Ayden.
2.5.
Okay, this
Still
is great.
tied.
This is absolutely perfect. Ryan, I'm glad that we can like read between the lines together on like the virtual Zoom call here. We can't even look each other in the eyes in person, but we're feeling that vibe.
I'm ready.
So
for
what
that.
we're gonna do, this is the winner take all. Unless Ryan, is there one that you would send over you would like to play before that?
Let me. Yes,
I
there
was-
is actually.
Oh, okay.
This is the most nervous I've ever been in my entire
I
life.
know, man. This
if-
is. What
But
do you-
Ryan, if they
This is
play,
so intense.
Ryan, if they played
Scott
for
does
the
not give a
Kings,
shit.
just
Scott has
take that off
he
the list,
checked out of
though.
the show 10 minutes ago.
No, I'm still here. I just I don't feel like schooling
there-
you guys. I already did that hockey. Like, how many times do I have to go back into hockey mode?
There
because
are
y'all
two
don't
names on
know
the list that
fucking
both
ball?
play. There are two names on the list that do play for the Kings. So,
oh,
yep.
the
Snoop Dogg and
I believe it's Snoop,
Wayne Gretzky.
you know what?
Calvin
Actually,
Rhodes.
just
Snoop
And-
Snoggaga because there's two G's at the end.
Ah,
Fuck you.
Yeah, good.
Get it right.
how about
Drew,
the?
you are killing me because we are way over on time.
Oh, way
already.
over time. All right, fine. We're doing it. Sudden death. Okay, sorry, Ryan. Ripcord. It's fine. It happens. All right. So
Ripcord.
what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna throw a name on the scroll,
Okay.
and whoever names that hockey player first,
Can we get buzzers and shit? Can I buzz in?
I would love to see you buzz in.
I'll clap.
Buzz in, not buzzed.
All right, ready?
Oh.
And 3, 2, 1. Name that hockey player.
Anze Kopitar.
Oh, Ayden!
The intern
Oh, it's probably
wins.
so wrong.
No, you nailed it.
no, you
That's
got it. You
absolutely
nailed it.
right. That's 100% right. This game
Wait,
is
that's
over.
correct.
Yes.
Anze from Slovenia.
I'm just as surprised as you are. It's okay.
This is
Well done.
some complete bullshit. I'm very.
Aiden was like, I'm just going to read whatever I see first. I
There's
don't
no
fucking
buzz.
care.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, we didn't even get a chance to talk about the Celtics and their front office changes, and we didn't get a chance to talk about LeBron leaving because Mookie decided to take the wheel like he normally does when he's.
Wild card, bitches!
You son of a bitch. All right, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. We were rating them on the Ken Griffey Jr. scale on the anniversary of Junior retiring. Scott, you had a new one tonight, right? What'd you have in your glass?
Rubus Cacao, 3 weeks running. Still just as good as it's always been. MadTree, call my people. You owe me all the beer. This is Ken Griffey Jr. at his best, but that still doesn't mean I want to drink it again next week. Give me my fucking beer drop shipment, U.S. Mail. Give me my shipment.
Ayden, what'd you have this week, man?
I had Saporus. It was really good. First beer I ever liked, and I still like it, even though it's a little bit more juicy. I said earlier you guys are a little older than me, so I don't remember the best of Ken Griffey's days, but I do know the hat turned backwards in the home run derby. Oh, I'm gonna say that every show that you guys are older than.
Don't remind us.
Okay, then I appreciate that. I respect that game.
Every show. But I do know Ken Griffey with the hat turned back for the home run derby, so I'll respect the comment that said that earlier, and I'll say that because this was a really good, easy to drink beer.
All right, fair enough. Mookie, what was in your glass tonight?
So tonight I was drinking Double Dunkel from Wibby Brewing out in Colorado. Absolutely solid brew, man. 7.5% ABV, 3.9% or 3.9 caps on Untapped. It's a dark lager, but it's got a ton of flavor. It drinks real well. It's not as light as I thought it would be as being a dark lager even. So that being said, it's like a older, little bit more refined. You're not going to play it for 4 hours until your thumbs bleed and you run out of, neon glowworm gummies. It's Ken Griffey Jr. Slugfest. It's not Ken Griffey baseball. It's Ken Griffey Jr. Slugfest.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ryan, what were you drinking tonight and rated on the Ken Griffey Jr. scale?
That's a nuanced rating for a guy whose video froze. Sorry, Ryan. Love you.
That's okay. My drink was Singlecut Brewing, Clifton Park, New York, via Astoria. 18 Watt IPA, 5%, crushable. So my ranking in the Ken Griffey scale is hitting the warehouse behind Camden Yards in 93. Crushable.
Nice. Very good. Very good. This week I was drinking Walk in the Parfait from new Terrain Brewing. I got to be honest, I was nervous going into this one. I wasn't thinking it was going to be great. I was a little worried about it. Ended up being a super solid brew. I really like this one a lot. It was a sour that I ended up enjoying, which is surprising because I don't really like sours. I would put this one at August 2001, Ken Griffey Jr., when he hit the walk-off inside the park home run to beat the Cardinals and snap their 11-game win streak. And it was the greatest moment for the Reds at that time because that season was dog shit, but man, that moment right there was the best. So I was super pumped that he did that, and that's where I'm going to rate this beer, inside the park home run in 2001. This has been Last Call. Go check out our other sponsors. I know I said I'm going to get some new commercials up there, but go hit up our other sponsors because More Labs is always running stuff. So go hit them up, craftbrewsports.com/hangover. If you want to trim up your beard, you want to look your best, head on over to craftbrewsports.com/beard. Boss Man Brands will hook you up with some pomade and some good shit there. So head on over, support them. But yeah, definitely go hit up More Labs because I got to
there's a part of me, we'll never lose More Labs because I'll always keep buying with our promo code and they'll be like, the orders are still coming in.
More Labs saved the shit out of me this weekend. I was potty training my 2-year-old and every night I got shit-faced, hammered drunk because the stress you deal with potty training a 2-year-old is the worst. So I ended up drinking so much bourbon, and man, that was the best. Listen, we're gonna shut down the show for now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Kevin joining back in. Kevin, stick around. Stay on the stream for a little bit, bro.
Holy crap! Look at all these people.
Always.
And Drew Frozen.
There's too much internet,
Can I give my Ken Griffey scale of my drink?
Yes, please.
I'm drinking.
Yes, you're drinking piss.
I'm drinking New Amsterdam and Gatorade. So on the Ken Griffey scale, I'm giving it not wanting to be in Seattle anymore and driving 48 hours to Florida.
How about doing steroids instead of having your career end early because you got injured?
Drew, stay frozen. Stay frozen. All right, listen. We'll
stay frosty.
We'll put out a bonus episode to get into the Celtics and Lakers stuff because I do want to talk about that. So everybody's
we won't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you won't. Go ahead. Get out.
Whoa.
For all of you guys, everyone wants to replace him anyway.
Exactly. I'm just saying we got to make sure we edit it and keep it kosher, man. Yeah, well, just because it's after hours doesn't mean it's after standards.
That's not on you. That's on me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts. It helps us out more than you know. If you enjoyed the show, tell one friend. Just tell one person to go check us out. Also, be sure to check out bellyupsports.com. Shout out to Ryan McCarthy hanging out with us tonight. Ryan, thank you so much, man. Go check out Ryan's stuff. no credentials required. Also around for the weekend. Ryan is doing some awesome stuff covering a new indoor league team in Albany out there, and puts out amazing content on Belly Up Sports. So go check him out. Click on all of his articles. Give him all the clicks you can. Be sure to follow the show at Craft Beast Sports on Instagram and Twitter. Like the page on Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Ryan, real quick before the music cuts out, let people know, shout them out. Where can they find you on social media?
On Twitter, at Who Is Ryan MCC, no credentials required, at Belly Up NCR, and around for the weekend at Belly Up AFTW.
Thank you for being the consummate professional, Ryan. You're a scholar and a gentleman. We appreciate you. You are way too sober for this show. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
Go Avs!
Mike, I'd love to be on you.
Race to Nashville.